Hello everyone, my name is JD from Studio 2105. First of all, I want to wish all our viewers who are celebrating a happy Chinese New Year. Stay safe and take care of yourselves and your loved ones wherever you may be celebrating it from. Welcome back again to MixStream Online, and this is another episode of Weekly Update Wednesdays. As usual, a warm welcome to all the new viewers and a big shout out and a thank you to all the patrons who help to support the channel financially. If you're new here, please do head on down and click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of the videos that I upload. Do sign up for the email list. Head on down to bit.ly/MixStreamOnline. Sign up for the email list for a bunch of free stuff, okay? If you want to support the channel and the creation of content such as this and many other videos that I have on this channel, do consider signing up to become a patron. Head on down to the website www.patreon.com/studio2105. okay? Lots of special perks and benefits. I've mentioned this so many times before, right? Just head on down, check it out, right? And if you want to support, do sign up to become a patron. In this week's video, I'm going to be covering two questions related to direct injection boxes, or DIs for short. Let's head on down to the first one. My audio interface has instrument DI inputs. Is there a reason why I would use a separate DI box? DI stands for direct injection, or direct box for short. Its purpose is to take a high impedance instrument or a line level signal and convert it into a low impedance mic level signal that's suitable for feeding into a mixing console, for example. Now, if you want to learn more about recording with a DI, do check out this video that I have in my Direct Access Music Production Workshop playlist, right? Click on it and it'll take you there, okay? This is a great question nowadays, considering that many audio interfaces nowadays, many of the modern units that are available in the market are usually equipped with at least one, sometimes two, like instrument DI inputs. So the short answer to your question is, it's actually not really necessary nowadays. It's not necessary for most home studios to have one, because the function is already built into most audio interfaces. Having said that, however, there are several benefits to using a good quality DI. First and foremost, ground lift capability. DI box will allow you to engage the ground lift switch. It helps you to eliminate and to reduce ground loop noise problems. Now, those of you who play guitars with single coil pickups will be all too familiar with this problem, with this issue. Number two, it allows you to split the signal to another piece of equipment. So you can take the DI, the direct signal, send it into your mic input and record the direct signal, and then you can split the other signal into, let's say for example, a guitar amp, and then mic up that amplifier and record that. So you can have best of both worlds, a dry direct signal and also a mic signal from a real guitar amp. In theory, you can also take a speaker output. The DI box will attenuate the signal and then you can route that signal elsewhere. Now, another feature on some DI boxes will be the ability to flip or invert the polarity. This is in case you ever encounter polarity issues with maybe some wiring or some cabling in your system. Some DI boxes also have a merge function. You can always merge two signals into one. For example, if you are in a situation where you have, let's say, a keyboard which has stereo outputs, but you've only got one input, a DI box will enable you to merge, combine and sum the two outputs, send them and feed them into your audio interface. Obviously, if it's stereo, it's summed into a single one, it will be mono, okay? But that's kind of a trade-off because, that is the only way that you can get two signals into one input. Last but not least, a DI box can actually improve the sound quality. A good quality DI, what it does, it preserves your original sound. You get better transients, which translates to a sound being a lot more punchier, better noise rejection, and less signal loss, again, due to the fact that this is a balanced output, okay? I've talked about this balanced output in another video about TRS and TRS cables. go and check it out, click it out here, okay? Now, I've been reading some of the comments and replies to that question in Facebook saying that a DI box it's a useless, it's an expensive piece of gear, or that a cheap DI is going to do a good job, as good a job as the more expensive higher end ones, for example, from companies like a Radial or Clark Technic. Now try doing a test recording, one straight into your audio interface and another one right through a DI, and compare the results. Let your own ears be the judge. I personally prefer recording through a DI. I find that the sound is so much more better, so much more impactful. It's a big difference to me when I record right via a DI versus going straight to the interface. Try it yourself and see if it works for you, okay? But if you're kind of just starting out in recording, your hearing in your ears might not really be developed enough or to hear the slight differences between the two. And sometimes if you're in a home studio environment, your monitoring might not really be up to par. So, you can't hear the difference, right? Between something that's been recorded straight into interface and something that's gone through a good quality DI. Anyway, just because you can't hear it, don't go writing off a piece of equipment or a technique, okay? That's been used by many professionals all this while. A good DI, right? Even though you don't necessarily need one nowadays, it's still a good investment. A good quality DI, right? I personally, for example, my favorites are the Radial. I've got the 2 Radial JDIs, plus a couple of other DIs as well. It's gonna be a good investment. It's great value for money. Good DI boxes are built like a tank. They are really, really bulletproof. Get a good one, it will last you a lifetime. I want to record direct from an amplifier head. Can I use a DI box in place of a load box or a speaker attenuator? That's a big no, okay? Right. You can, cause serious damage to your amp, okay? Now, the output transformer from an amplifier, especially a tube amp, needs to see and be loaded with the correct impedance. Because if not, you can cause serious damage to it. In theory, as I mentioned earlier, about DI boxes, it can by design take a speaker level signal and attenuate it, but it kind of only works best with solid state amps because they can sort of better tolerate the impedance mismatch okay? Don't try it with a tube amp, okay? Instead, get a dedicated speaker simulator, or a load box, For example, the classic model that's been around since the 80s is the Palmer speaker simulator, and nowadays, the more modern options, include load boxes that can even load IRs, impulse responses, For example, like the Torpedo Captor from 2 Notes Audio Engineering, So check out those options instead. Hopefully that helps. Alright, that's all about DI boxes and direct recording in this week's video. I hope you found this video useful and informative. If you did, please do leave a like. It will really help with the YouTube algorithm. Do share this with your friends as well. If you haven't subscribed, do become a subscriber. Click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell, sign up to become a patron, www.patreon.com/2105, and help to support the channel, okay? Now, time to sign off. Once again, Happy Chinese New Year to all our viewers who are celebrating. Do stay safe. Take care of your health, your personal hygiene, all that. Wear a mask, okay? Practice your social distancing. I know this year is not going to be the same, okay? Because, we can't go back and celebrate with our families. But, all of us have got to do our part, okay? To help to fight COVID, okay? Alright, hope to see you again in next week's video. Till next time, happy recording and mixing. Peace, love, and music.